Well, I'm really excited about 2012. I'm so looking forward to all the things that God has planned for us this year. And as you know, our theme for 2012 here at First Baptist is Deepening Our Roots. And we're using this image from Psalm 1, where the psalmist says that the person who's blessed, the person who doesn't listen to the wrong counsel, but the person who actually meditates on God's law day and night becomes like that tree firmly planted by the streams of water and is bearing fruit in season, and its leaves does not wither. And that kind of person, the psalmist says, is a prosperous, blessed person. So the image of that tree has really captured my imagination, and I hope that it will yours also as we make our way through this year. We're going to focus on the root system in 2012, on our personal root system. And as you know, if you've been here already on Sunday mornings, you know that we are going to spend this entire year studying, learning more about, reflecting upon, deepening our understanding of our core beliefs. That's how we're going to address the root system of our church family. Well, also, I want you to become familiar with three words that we are associating with this image of the tree. And let me offer these three words to you. They're the words purposeful and transformational and influential. It's our desire that you come into contact with these three words and get to know the meanings behind them. We want you to be familiar with your purpose as a person. We want you to understand that God has created you in such a way that you can live a purposeful life. But as followers of Christ, we know that when we come to know Christ, one of the things that needs to happen to us is that we need to engage in a pattern of transformation. We need to engage in a lifestyle of change. And so God offers us the opportunity to be transformed. And then God wants to use us for His glory. And so we want to be influences in the world in which we live. And so I want you to embrace this word influential. So just know that what we're trying to accomplish here at First Baptist has really to do with the truth that can be summed up with those three words. We want you to be purposeful. We want you to be transformational. We want you to be influential. The good news is the people in our church family, many of them, many of you have already come to grips with the truths behind these three words. You're already discovering your purpose. You're experiencing the transforming power of the gospel in your life. You're already being influential. I was sharing with the staff just today in our staff meeting just how God is using the people in our church. He's using you both here in the Metroplex and around the world. Just this very week, we have a young lady who is here on our campus. She's visiting here in Arlington. Her name is Christine, and Christine's a part of the Hope team in Sierra Leone. And she's actually from the Philippines. Well, our church, a few years ago, felt led to go to Sierra Leone. We felt led to join with some other significant partners there. We felt led to build the Hope Center. We felt led to start these significant ministries in Sierra Leone. Well, here's a young lady who felt called to missions from the Philippines and felt called specifically to Sierra Leone, trying to find a way to get there, and she finally connected with us in our ministry, and she's now serving there faithfully as a missionary, as a cross-cultural worker on the Hope team in Sierra Leone from the Philippines. And the reason she's there is because of you, because of the decisions you've made as a church family. In other words, the influence of this church is being felt across the world. And just last Sunday, when I arrived home at my house on Sunday from church, there was a young man at my home visiting us from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He and his wife have been praying about finding some way to serve God in Sierra Leone. And they've been trained in cross-cultural ministry. He's been working in a nonprofit organization there in Milwaukee. His wife's a community health person. And they have felt called to go to Sierra Leone. They've been looking for a way to get there. And guess what? They finally discovered Project Restore Hope. They contacted us here at First Baptist Arlington. They visited with Cindy, and they made the decision that God has called them. So they drove to Arlington. He has parked his car in our garage. It's loaded with a lot of their stuff that they're going to have transported over to Sierra Leone. And early this year, that little couple is moving to join the Hope team from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And you know why they're doing that? Because of you. Because you embraced this vision to take this gospel across the world, and because of that, you are being influential. And now others are being able to plug their lives into this vision, and God is using them. And so, we never know how God is going to use us. We never know when we get in touch with our purpose and we start being transformed and start using the influence that God gives us, we have no idea how that might impact somebody's life, even if they happen to have grown up in the Philippines. I love that. That is awesome. And so, here at First Baptist in 2012, we're going to spend a lot of time talking about these truths and coming to grips with what they really mean in our lives. I want you to know that's what I'm praying for you. So as you're engaging in these Bible readings daily, as we're learning about who God really is, our hope is that something else is happening as well. You're being strengthened. Those roots are being deepened. But also you're discovering your purpose. You're feeling the power of God in your life and you're being transformed and you're able to exert the influence that God has given you in your world. God will receive the glory from all of that.